and he's been doing surgery since he was a kid. His new movie with Keanu.
How does a child prodigy once dismissed as a short-lived television novelty rise to become one of the most versatile performers of his generation? How does someone who grew up thousands of miles away from Hollywood's shimmering skyline transform into an icon of television, Broadway, comedy, drama, and live entertainment? This is the story of Neil Patrick Harris, a boy who captured America's heart long before he understood what fame truly meant. A teen star who struggled to escape the shadow of his own early success. A performer who reinvented himself again and again. The world had no choice but to recognize the full scale of his talent. His journey is not just about skill, ambition, and charisma. It is a story of pressure, stigma, scandal, reinvention, and a relentless pursuit of artistic freedom. And the biggest question of all, how did a kid from New Mexico become a legend who conquered sitcoms, Broadway, Hollywood, and live television all at once? Today, we dive into the rise, fall, reinvention, and lasting legacy of Neil Patrick Harris, one of the most resilient and transformative figures in modern entertainment. Neil Patrick Harris was born on June 15, 1973, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a place far removed from the movie sets and red carpets that would one day define him. His parents, Sheila and Ron Harris, were lawyers by profession. No one in the family worked in show business, and yet, from the moment Neil could talk, he gravitated toward performance. As a child, Neil was endlessly curious. He mimicked voices, acted out scenes from movies he had never actually seen, and entertained his parents' friends with improvised comedy skits. While other kids were playing outside, Neil was staging imaginary musicals in the living room, but his path to Hollywood began almost accidentally. During a school drama camp, a teacher noticed something rare in Neil, an instinct for acting that went beyond age or training. That teacher introduced him to auditions, and everything changed at just 15. He landed a life-altering role opposite Whoopi Goldberg in the 1988 drama, Clara's Heart. The film itself received mixed reviews, but Neil's performance was undeniable. He earned a Golden Globe nomination, something almost unheard of for a boy his age. Overnight, Hollywood took notice, but success that arrives too early is both a blessing and a burden. Neil didn't yet understand how fame could lift someone up or tear them apart. In 1989, Neil Patrick Harris became a household name with the TV series Dougie Hauser, MD's show about a teenage genius who becomes a licensed medical doctor. The series exploded in popularity. Overnight, Neil became a national sensation, America's favorite prodigy. But the success came with a heavy price. While the world adored Dougie, Neil struggled privately. Casting directors saw him not as an actor, but as a character. He was Dougie and nothing more. When the show ended in 1993, Neil faced a painful truth. Child stars rarely transition into adult stars. Roles became scarce. His auditions grew colder. For the first time, he experienced the quiet, lonely descent that so many young actors encounter after early fame fades. Instead of giving up, he rebuilt from the ground up. He took small roles on stage, guest appearances on TV, voice acting anything that allowed him to stay in the craft. His unexpected return to relevance came through a bizarre, hilarious cameo, a fictionalized, chaotic version of himself in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. It was bold, self-making, and unforgettable. Hollywood finally blinked. Neil Patrick Harris wasn't just a former child star. He was an actor with no fear of reinvention. Then came the role that would redefine his career forever. Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother, a womanizing, suit-obsessed playboy on the surface, but a character layered with charm, vulnerability, and comedic genius underneath. Neil's delivery, timing, and physical comedy revitalized the entire series. Barney Stinson became a cultural phenomenon, launching catchphrases, memes, and moments that echoed across an entire generation. During this era, Neil wasn't just back, he was unstoppable. For Emmy nominations for the role, critical acclaim for his comedic range, a newfound reputation as one of TV's most compelling scene stealers, but he wasn't done. On Broadway, he stunned audiences with his electrifying performance in Hedwig and the Angry Inch, earning a Tony Award and universal praise for his daring, emotional transformation on stage. Neil could sing, dance, act, host, and embody characters most actors wouldn't dare attempt. He then became the undisputed king of hosting, leading the Tony Awards, Emmy Awards, and even the Oscars with a mix of elegance, humor, and live show brilliance that only he could deliver. By the late 2010s, Neil Patrick Harris had reached the rarest heights, a performer respected across every major corner of entertainment. But even stars at their peak faced storms. For Neil, some controversies stemmed from Hollywood's relentless scrutiny of LGBTQ public figures. After coming out in 2006, he received widespread support but also became a target of invasive speculation, tabloid gossip, and online criticism. His image as Barney Stinson, a straight, hypersexual womanizer, led some viewers to question his credibility, sparking debates and insensitive media coverage about his personal life. Later, social media controversies emerged around certain jokes, hosting moments, or misunderstood public statements, moments magnified by platforms always hungry for outrage. Professionally, Neil also faced the Barney problem. Hollywood struggled to separate him from the character that made him famous again. Several film roles failed to land. Some high-profile projects didn't resonate. Doubts rose. Could he ever escape the shadow of Stinson? For a while, Neil stepped back from the spotlight. The pressure of fame, family life, and public scrutiny created a quieter period that fans could sense but rarely understood. But like every chapter of his life, what followed was reinvention, something Neil had mastered better than almost anyone. Neil's path back wasn't dramatic, was strategic. He took a leap into a darker, stranger world. Netflix's A Series of Unfortunate Events, where he played Count Olaf, the villainous master of disguise. The role was theatrical, twisted, and wildly different from anything he had done before. Critics praised his fearless performance, and fans celebrated his return to eccentric, transformative characters. He continued performing on Broadway, proving that his artistic roots were still strong. He published best-selling books, voiced animated characters, and returned to dramatic roles such as his appearance in the acclaimed series It's a Sin. Beyond performance, his impact grew through humanitarian work, support for LGBTQ+ youth, advocacy for equal rights, and charity initiatives centered around arts education. Neil had evolved into not just an entertainer, but a cultural figure whose voice carried weight. His comeback wasn't a single explosive moment. It was a mosaic of choices, bold, unconventional, and authentic. And it worked. Today, Neil Patrick Harris stands as one of the rare performers who conquered television, film, theater, comedy, hosting, and live performance with equal force. His legacy is not defined by one role, but by adaptability, by the ability to reshape himself whenever the world tried to put him in a box. From Doogie Howser to Hedwig, from Barney Stinson to Count Olaf, he proved that reinvention is not a weakness, it is a superpower. He is a symbol of authenticity in an industry that often demands the opposite. A champion for young LGBTQ+ artists. A reminder that talent does not fade, evolves. Neil Patrick Harris's journey proves that you don't need to fit Hollywood's mold to become one of its most enduring icons. You just need the courage to rewrite yourself. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic deep dives into the legends who shaped Hollywood.